What's up, Pokerbrandon here. In this hand, I played a 5-5 no limit hold'em, $300 to $600 buy-in on a Tuesday around 6 p.m. The days and time gives you the idea on what kind of players might be at the casino that I'm playing at. Anyway, this is going to start with a low jack open to 25. It's going to fold all the way around to me on a small blind. Now, the GTO correct thing to do here is to 3-bet, to raise, to isolate so that the big blind does not come into the hand. The goal is to play heads up. You don't want to play three-way. You don't want to play four-way unless you're with other women. In this case, I'm at a poker table with men. I don't want to go three ways. I want to go heads up. I want to go 1v1. And if you don't like that I write 1v1 sometimes on the poker table editing video part that I put sometimes, you're just gonna have to get used to it because I'm going to keep doing it. I saw a comment one time with somebody who told me, this is not a video game, stop writing 1v1, write heads up. But I'm not gonna stop. But anyway, I just call because as I was pulling out chips out of my stack, I saw the big blind was not going to put any more chips in there. He was ready to fold. So I kind of used that to my advantage, and I just made the call knowing he would fold anyway, and I would still get heads up. Anyway, low jack was a very tight player. I'm talking 2% vpip, which is why his name is vpip 2%. He bets $35 on this flop. Now, when he bets after an open with the 2% vpip, his range is aces. His range is going to be pocket aces, pocket kings, pocket queens. All these hands have me beat. So I actually think raising here is sort of just value owning yourself. Also, this player was an unknown player. I've never seen him before. All I've seen him do was sit down for about an hour and a half and fold everything, only playing 2% of his hands. So it didn't make sense to me to raise. I feel like I would raise out ace king anyway, so I want to keep him in if he's bluffing, so I just make the call. We go to a turn after I call the 35, and the turn is a 4 of clubs. Pretty safe board here, pretty safe board. Now, in my head, I'm thinking here in this spot, if he has ace king or ace queen and he's betting as a bluff, I'm just going to let him keep betting, but I'm probably going to end up calling anything he bets. He bets 65, which to me, that just looks like, it doesn't feel like aces or kings or queens anymore. It feels like pocket tens, or it feels like pocket twos, or it feels like he's bluffing, but his bluff sizing is bad. Like he picked the bad size. But I guess I was still confused as to whether he might have had aces or kings and queens, and he's just picking a bad size. So I end up taking what I feel like is the safe route, and I do not raise because I feel like if he does have ace king, I still don't want to push him out. I want him to stay, and I want him to bet again. And I feel like he will put a huge bet out on the river if he misses his ace king or queen, and I can hero call and probably win. And I'll end up having to pay off pocket tens in that situation, but so what? So I just make the call here, and I go to a river. The river is a 10. So now I actually feel like my opponent doesn't have pocket tens. So I don't think he has pocket tens or pocket twos. And I really feel like he has ace king. And what I do is I check it over to him. And I feel like since he put out 2 barrels with ace king, I still feel like he would put out a 3rd barrel. And on the river, he bets 80. Now, when he bets 80, I just feel like he had ace just bad at sizing bluffs as bets. So I honestly feel like this is just a very easy call. I don't think there's any need to try to raise here in the very low chance that he might have like ace 10 suited or pocket tens or pocket twos or even pocket aces, kings, and queens, and he's just choosing very small sizing. So I did tank for about 45 seconds because I thought about maybe putting a small raise in to think like he might call with ace high, possibly, like if he puts me on like queen jack suited, but I thought that was just too specific to try to get thin value in this spot from like an overpair. Yeah, I just felt like it was way too specific. So I just took the safe route, and I end up just making the call, and I do feel like I'm going to win. But my opponent turns over his hand like he has the nuts when I make the call. He doesn't look worried at all. He looks very proud, and he shows ace 10 suited. So definitely, I would say I had somewhat of the right read as far as like him only betting like the wrong size. I feel like he should have went bigger here, holding like pretty much the nuts. But at the same time, I was wrong about him being like so much of a nit. You know, he opened ace 10 suited. I probably could have put in a 3-bet pre-flop. I don't think that he would have folded, but I mean, anyway, I'm Pokerbrandon and I'm out, and this was 2 cats I found in a box one time.